Domestic violence affects men, women, children, and even your family pet. Each year, more than 10 million children witness or are victims of domestic violence. October is Domestic Violence Awareness Month, and Gateway Domestic Violence Services need your help today to continue its services to families in Arapahoe County. Janine Klippel joins us from Gateway, and we also have Stacy with us, who is a survivor of domestic violence. I appreciate you both being here today. It's such an important topic. Thank you. And Janine, I want to start with talking about the services that Gateway provides.
Yes, so we are the shelter that serves Arapahoe County. So it is what you think of when you think of that. It's an emergency shelter where we have adults and children and family pets can come because sometimes they are also the victims of the abuse. And we also have an extended stay shelter because after the 30 days of the emergency shelter, if they don't have a place to go, then they can go to our extended stay and last a little bit longer, get a little bit more support to get housing and to become self-sufficient. We also have outpatient counseling, which is where we see the majority of our clients because they may not want to come into shelter or need that immediate imminent danger shelter, but they do need the support and the counseling. And then we also have a court advocacy program to help people through the court process to get a restraining order, no contact order, to go through that process, whatever it may look like for them.
Really great services, lots of resources for folks to turn to. I know the Gateway's got a big event coming up. Tell us about that.
Yes, so on October 8th, we're going to be having a National Domestic Violence Awareness Month event at the Aurora Municipal Court building. And we're going to be having somebody from the governor's office, the Aurora mayor will be there. We're going to have 2 survivors that are going to speak and tell their story. We'll have some domestic violence experts and housing experts there. And it's just really a celebration and an honoring of people who have been victims, who are currently being victimized, or those who have unfortunately lost their life due to domestic violence.
Sure.
But also the event is to celebrate and recognize that Gateway has their 40th anniversary this year.
That's
so
fantastic.
It's very special,
yes.
And it's very good to get the community involved. So we hope everybody can come. It's at 8:30 on the October 8th at the Aurora Municipal Court building.
Really? And how can people attend?
It's free. It's free to attend. All you need to do is really show up at 8:30 at the Aurora Municipal building, and we'll go from there. It goes till 11 o'clock.
Outstanding. We love that. All right. You were talking about how widespread domestic violence really is, affecting families and even pets and children, of course. What can viewers do to help?
Well, there's a lot of ways they can help. For one thing, they can wear purple every Thursday this month to show that they're in support of domestic violence victims. They can reach out and volunteer. We are holding a volunteer training next month in November. We would love to have you come out and help us in whatever way works for them. They can also, of course, donate. They can donate money, they can donate resources, do our most needed item drives. Really, there's a lot of ways, but most importantly, just know that we're there in case you run into somebody who might be a victim and needs our support.
Certainly. Stacy, we're so glad you're here with us
Thank you.
today. And I know you're here to tell us just a little bit about your story and really how Gateway's services have helped you, if you wouldn't mind.
Yeah, my experience was very subtle over the years. It was control and manipulation. It was degradation of my spirit and my confidence. It was separation and segregation from my family and my friends. Over time, it just took its toll, and got past the fear, and I made the call to the crisis line and had an assessment, and from that point on I was a client at Gateway for 4 years getting non-residential counseling. So.
And beyond the counseling, I'm sure other services you were able to take advantage of.
I did get restraining order help, legalities, referred to attorneys that were low income, and
Yeah, and isn't it great to know that there is a place for you to go and other victims of domestic violence where you feel safe and you have the resources to turn to help you.
The guidance was invaluable because I think the fears, you can't think straight.
Right. Right.
So they guide you. It's good.
Thank you for sharing your
Of
story.
course.
We really appreciate it.
Of
Janine, October is Domestic Violence Awareness Month, as you were mentioning. So what can viewers do besides wearing purple on Thursdays? But what is the message to our viewers?
I think it is just to recognize and honor that this is an important, insidious crime in our communities that we all need to pay attention to realize that it could happen to anybody. It doesn't matter how old you are, what gender you are, what race you are, how much money you make, what kind of job you have. It can happen to anybody, and when it does, we want you to know that there's a place you can reach out to, and if it's happened to you before and you're in a place and a position that you want to give back, we could use your support and your help with that too.
Great message to end with, and thank you both so much for sharing. We appreciate it.
you.
Help Gateway Domestic Violence Services continue to provide the support to domestic violence victims and their families. Come out to paint the town purple on Tuesday, October 8th at the Aurora Municipal Building. And if you are in need of help, please call the crisis line. The number's on your screen. It's 303-343-1851. And you can find much more about their services online at gatewayshelter.org.